If someone had told me that spilling coffee on a complete stranger would change my life forever, I would have laughed. My name is Tade Williams. I'm 32. Single, an architect, and according to my mother, the last unmarried man in the entire Yoruba kingdom, every Sunday after church. My mother introduced me to another woman, every single Sunday. One was a nurse, another sold wigs. One even brought jollof rice to convince me she could cook. My mother almost accepted the proposal on my behalf. So that Monday morning I left home already exhausted. I was late for an important meeting. Lagos traffic was behaving like it had signed a contract with Satan. Danfo buses blocked every lane. Okadas appeared from nowhere. Street hawkers chased moving cars. I grabbed my coffee, jumped out to cross the road, and collided with someone. Coffee flew everywhere, straight onto a beautiful woman's white designer dress. Silence. The entire street froze. She looked down slowly, then looked at me. You. I smiled nervously. I'm so sorry. She folded her arms. Sorry. Do you know how much this dress costs? I can dry clean it. She laughed. You look like you still owe your university landlord. People nearby started watching. One conductor shouted, Oga, just run. Another said, Madam, collect his phone. I wanted the ground to open. Instead, she removed one expensive heel and began chasing me in broad daylight. Right there in Victoria Island. Meanwhile, across the street, a popular blogger had already started recording. The caption, Rich girl chases broke boy through Lagos. Neither of us knew. By evening, the whole country would be laughing at us. By lunchtime, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. Friends, clients, even my pastor, everyone had seen the video. 1 million views, then 3 million. 5 million before sunset. The comments were brutal. Justice for the white dress. Oga should pay with installments. Marry her and settle the debt. Someone even made a remix of me running. It had background drums. I couldn't escape it. When I arrived at my office, nobody greeted me normally. My receptionist stood up laughing. Sir, can you run again? The security guard demonstrated my sprint. Even my boss called me in. He tried to remain serious. He failed. Tade. I've never seen an architect move that fast. I buried my face in my hands. Then something unexpected happened. My secretary rushed inside. Sir, the lady from the video is downstairs. What? She insists on seeing you. I almost fainted. Outside, she stood confidently in a navy blue power suit. No anger, no shouting, just a mysterious smile. She stretched out her hand. My name is Zara. I owe you an apology. I blinked. You what? She sighed. I overreacted. The dress wasn't even mine. I stared at her. You chased me with a shoe. I know. It was dramatic. It felt appropriate. Before I could answer, a crowd began gathering. Someone whispered, It's the viral couple. Another shouted, Kiss, kiss. Both of us yelled at the same time. We are not a couple. The crowd laughed. Zara looked at me. I looked at Zara. Then, without warning, a television reporter walked over, microphone in hand. Excuse me, Nigeria wants to know, when is the wedding? The reporter smiled like she had just discovered the biggest story in Lagos. The microphone stayed between us. Cameras appeared from everywhere, phones pointed at our faces. People stopped walking. Traffic slowed down. Even a Danfo driver leaned out of his window. Answer the question, when is the wedding? I laughed awkwardly. There is no wedding. Zara nodded immediately. We literally met this morning. Nobody believed us. Someone from the crowd shouted. Nah, so every love story starts. Another person yelled. Give them 1 year. Within minutes. The interview was everywhere. Every blog. Every gossip page. Every entertainment channel. By evening, a hashtag had taken over social media. Hashtag #TADNZara. People edited wedding invitations with our faces. Someone used artificial intelligence to generate photos of us getting married. Another person made fake pictures of us carrying twins. My mother called before I even got home. Tade, I have seen your fiancée. I nearly dropped my phone. Mummy, she is not my fiancée. My mother ignored me completely. She is beautiful. I have already invited her for Sunday lunch. What? What? I found her Instagram. You did what? I sent her a message. I stopped breathing. You cannot be serious. I am very serious. Then she hung up. I called Zara immediately. She answered after the third ring. My mother contacted you, didn't she? There was silence. Then she burst into laughter. Your mother is adorable, you replied. I didn't want to be rude. I covered my face. My life is over. She laughed even harder. Just then, her voice became serious. Tade, there is something you should know. What is it? My company just called. They want us to appear together at a charity event tomorrow. I frowned. Why? They think the publicity will help our brand. My company wants the same thing. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So both our bosses want us to pretend we're friends, she sighed. Looks that way. The next afternoon, I stood outside the five-star hotel where the charity gala was being held. Black luxury SUVs arrived one after another. Celebrities stepped onto the red carpet. Business executives posed for photographers. Influencers live-streamed every second. Meanwhile, I was trying to remember how I had gone from designing buildings to pretending to date a woman who once chased me with a shoe. Zara arrived a few minutes later. She looked breathtaking. Her elegant emerald green evening gown shimmered beneath the golden lights. Diamond earrings sparkled with every step. Her confidence filled the entrance before she even reached me. I suddenly forgot how to breathe. She smiled. You clean up nicely. I laughed nervously. So do you. Our companies had hired a public relations manager. She walked over carrying a clipboard. Remember, smile. Hold hands, look at each other. And whatever you do, don't look uncomfortable. I whispered to Zara. I already feel uncomfortable. She whispered back. Me too. The cameras began flashing. Photographers shouted from every direction. Tade, Zara, this way. Look at each other. Hold her closer. Someone from the crowd yelled, kiss her. We both laughed awkwardly. No. Another voice shouted, if you don't kiss, your relationship is fake, the crowd cheered. Kiss, kiss, kiss. I looked at Zara. She looked at me. Neither of us knew what to do. Suddenly, a little girl wearing a beautiful pink dress ran between us. She couldn't have been more than 6 years old. She smiled innocently. My mummy says true love always needs courage. Before either of us could respond, she grabbed our hands and pulled us together. At that exact moment, a photographer stumbled after being pushed by the crowd. He crashed into my back. I lost my balance. Zara tried to catch me. Instead, we both fell forward. Our lips touched. For barely 2 seconds, silence. Then the entire red carpet exploded. Camera flashes lit up the night like fireworks. People screamed with excitement. Journalists rushed toward us. Social media influencers shouted into their phones. They finally kissed. It's official. They're in love. I quickly stepped back. That was an accident. Zara covered her face. It really was. Nobody listened. Within minutes, the photo was everywhere. Every television station, every entertainment blog, every gossip page. By midnight, it had become the most shared photograph in Nigeria. I thought surviving the viral coffee disaster had been difficult. I was wrong, because the next morning, a black Rolls-Royce stopped outside my office. 2 men in expensive black suits stepped out. One of them adjusted his tie, then looked directly at me. Mr. Tade Williams, our chairman would like to see you. Immediately, I frowned. Who is your chairman? The man smiled politely. You'll understand when you discover who Zara's father really is.